Hey guys, this is Ying. Today I will be doing this special Q&A video to celebrate the 100k milestone and to answer all of your interesting questions for me. I'm really happy to be making this video because 100k is a huge milestone for me and it would not be happening without you guys' love and support for my channel. Thank you so much for commenting such fun questions for me to answer today. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Also, I got myself a cake. I love desserts, so I will also be eating this cake while I'm talking. Look, isn't this cake pretty? And guess what flavor this is? It's black sesame and soybean flavor. Okay, let me take this out. Okay, this is really hard to get it out. It's like a little heavy. Look. Isn't this pretty? I love black sesame, so hopefully this tastes really good. Okay, I guess we should taste test this first. Wow, the black sesame flavor is like really there. Like black sesame sponge cake and black sesame whipped cream, and the top part is like a vanilla whipped cream with soybean powder. Whoa, wait, look at this. It's mochi. There's so many layers to this. And you can always trust an Asian bakery because this is not sweet. This doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. It's like the perfect sweetness. You can have a bite. Okay, just put the cake away and let's start answering those questions. Okay, first I want to answer one of the most asked questions you guys have for me. What is my favorite GL or BL manhwa? My favorite GL would be 他们的故事, which is a manhwa by a Chinese artist. It's based in high school. It's like a really wholesome relationship between two young girls, and I really like it because the art style is just so clean and refreshing, and the story is just like really wholesome and innocent. And another GL I really like is by this Korean artist. It's called Living Will. It really broke me when I read the ending, but I really like those types where the characters are kind of doomed in love. So if you don't like those sad stories, heartbreaks, don't listen to my recommendation. Alright, now let me share with you guys my favorite BL manhwas. I read so many BL manhwas. I think I read more BLs than GLs because sadly there's just less GL manhwas available and out there. So naturally I read BLs, and so one of my recent favorite BL manhwa is called The Thread That Never Burns. I really love it because first of all, the art style is 10 out of 10. It's truly amazing. It's about two characters, fate intertwined. I love those type where the characters are bounded by their destiny and they love each other for hundreds of years, and from ancient times to modern time there's like love, hate, all kinds of emotions intertwined. I love the complexity of those kind of stories and manhwas, so I really recommend this manhwa. And another Korean manhwa I recommend is called Rockstar Never Die. It's about this old classmate turned lover story, and one character really encourages the other guy to chase his dream as a singer. I think it's like such a cute story, and of course the art style is so unique and amazing. The top is like so beautiful that he like wears makeup and mascaras, whereas the bottom is just like really cute. I really love it when the character doesn't fit into one gender stereotype. And of course, one of my all-time favorite BL is Heaven Official's Blessing or 天官赐福, because the story has so much depth to it. There's like culture, there's like beliefs, there's local mythology. Also, the art style is just so gorgeous and detailed that I think it literally could be in an art gallery at that point. And the second question I want to answer is, what is the most fun and chaotic ASMR I've filmed? I would say is definitely the Tang Dynasty concubine video. I think you guys really loved it. I really like it because, you know, I get to dress up as an Asian Chinese maid and I get to wear hanfu, traditional Chinese clothing. But it's so chaotic to film and really stressful because I have to wear so many layers of clothes. I think I have to wear 4 layers of clothing, and this room, I don't have AC on when I'm filming, and it's summertime, so I would be sweating so much, and also I need to keep my makeup matte, so I have to like reapply powder every few minutes. It was just stressful to film. Next question, do I consume a lot of Omegaverse media? Well, of course, you can already tell by the depths of my knowledge on this topic based on all of the videos I put out there. So I'm a big fan of the Omegaverse genre. I'm fascinated by the Omegaverse worldview because it really differs from our reality, but at the same time I do find a lot of the gender dynamics mimic what we have today. The idea that men can give birth and women can impregnate is quite empowering for female readers, I believe. But I do see a lot of toxic gender stereotypes being played out in Omegaverse, like those who are born with stronger physical capabilities generally dominates the society, whereas those who are born with weaker physical attributes are being exploited for production purposes and stripped off of self-worth. However, I really love the concept that both the alpha and omega are controlled by their pheromone and they can both be vulnerable in that sense. An alpha could lose consciousness and control to their body once they are under the influence of pheromone. So in that sense, there is not a totally dominant being in the ABO worldview, and you know, and Omega can be powerful in that they can influence and pressure an alpha using their pheromone. Question number 4, how did I started ASMR? So I started ASMR 2020. The summer I graduated from high school, I was bored at home. I was already watching a lot of ASMR videos. Then I was also curious about how they make ASMR, so I was like, why don't I try it out myself? So I bought a microphone and I just started, you know, trying it out and filming some videos, putting it up on YouTube back then. So yeah, I've had this channel for years. Next question, how do I come up with all the ASMR ideas? Well, I love to daydream and I have a lot of crazy ideas inside my head. It could be a result from the media and literature I consume. I love reading fiction and romance. My favorite author is Haruki Murakami. I've always wanted to write my own novel growing up. I started writing a fiction story a few years ago, but I stopped. So I feel like being able to make such creative ASMR videos is a way for me to continue my creative writing. Also, I've shared that I read a lot of mangas, watch movies and shows. I think those all gave me inspirations for my video. Question number 7. What are my favorite K-pop groups? The first one I have to say NCT because they always have a place in my heart. They are like the first group that I liked. I used to, go to their concerts and buy their albums, everything. My favorite unit is NCT Dream and Wavy. They always have such good songs, but I feel like more recently I kind of just listen to songs from these groups and I don't actively participate in like fan culture anymore. And another boy group I started liking recently is called TWS, TWS. I really like the concept. It's like useful. It's like NCT Dream when they first debuted. That's why I liked it. And in terms of girl group, my favorite is IVE. I love Wonyoung and like all of the members, and also the songs are always so good. I literally listen to IVE every day. Another girl group I like recently is Illit. I just love their group concept. Their artistic style is like quite similar to mine, and their songs are cute, so they're definitely one of my favorite recent girl group. Now let me talk about how many languages I can speak, because a lot of my videos have a mixture of different languages, so you guys might be wondering about that. So there are 3 languages that I'm most fluent in: Chinese, Mandarin, English, and Korean. So actually for Chinese, I recently learned a lot of Cantonese because of the place I work at. I'm surrounded by mostly Cantonese speaker, so I learned a lot of work related Cantonese word. So I know sẽ講少少廣東話, but it's not really good at all. I was born in China and I moved to the US when I was 14. I picked up English, but even before I came to the US, I was able to speak English pretty fluently. But like even till today, I have an accent when speaking English, and I sometimes confuse English grammars, but I can get by. For Korean, I learned it for about 2 years in college, and then I did an exchange program in South Korea for half a year. 제가 대학교 기간은 한국어를 2년 정도를 배웠어요. 그리고 그동안 서울에서 교환 프로그램을 참가해본 적이 있어요. 근데 요즘에 같이 한국어 연습하는 사람을 별로 없어요. 그래서 나분 쳤어요. It's actually a little bit difficult for me to film those K-pop manager roleplay videos in full Korean because I have to translate and write all the Korean script first, and then to memorize those lines, and then to film it. It doesn't come naturally to me as Chinese and English. And next up, I have a great question I want to answer. It is, what are some advice I have for new ASMR creators or content creators? So for me, I built my channel from ground up, so I understand how much work it could be or how many times you could have faced obstacles. So this is my advice for you. As long as you are persistent and passionate about your content, you will gradually become successful. But you do have to put in all of the work. You have to come up with a schedule, a posting routine for yourself and keep it up and never give up, and then your channel will gradually grow from there. Another piece of advice is that do not care about what others think of you and your content. As long as you are happy with your content and you find purpose in content creation, that's what it matters. And my family and friends, most of them know that I'm a content creator, and most of them are pretty supportive, but I've definitely had harsh criticisms before. Like a family friend told my parents that I should stop doing this because they think this is a bad job, this is unstable, the industry is shaky, it's bad. They were just like, you need to tell your daughter to stop doing this, it doesn't look good on her or you, or something like that. But do I care? No, you guys shouldn't either. I think this is just the nature of any job. You can be working at a big corporate for one day and the next day you can be fired. The unemployment rate these days is so high. It's so hard for new grads to find jobs. Honestly, I suggest you to just do what you love and be persistent with it and be hardworking, and you will be successful in your realm. Well, my career path has taken many unexpected turns. Unlike many people who have stayed at the same job for years, for me, I switched jobs. I worked at different places. So after college, I first started working at a fashion brand as a marketer, which was a really fun and cool job, but the work environment wasn't what I was comfortable with, so I left and I started doing content creation seriously. And I also got another job working at a medical clinic. So currently I have two jobs. One is working at a medical clinic, one is content creator. In the future, I'm planning to become a full-time content creator. So a small piece of career advice from me is that I think you should follow your heart, do what you are best at, don't be afraid of changes in your life. Okay guys, finally, many of you have been asking what is my sexual orientation. Do I like girls? Do I like guys? Who do I like? I don't know. I used to think that I am straight, but I don't think I am that straight. I think I'm bi-curious, but in reality, I've never been with a girl before, so I don't know. I definitely felt attracted to women before, and I can imagine myself being with one, but I just never had such experience in reality, so I don't know. Honestly, I think I am pretty fluid. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got to know a bit more about me, and you continue to enjoy and support my channel. Thank you. Bye. See you in my next video.